If the municipal corporation doesn't have money to pay pensions, sell the furniture, sell the ACs, sell even the commissioner's car if needed, but pay employees what they rightfully deserve. That sharp remark came from a Bombay High Court judge during a hearing on the non-payment of pension to a retired government teacher. And for obvious reasons, it has now gone viral. So what exactly is this case? Why did the High Court come down so heavily on the BMC and the Maharashtra government? And why did it go as far as questioning schemes like Ladki Bahin Yojana? Let's break it down. Hello, I'm Tejas and you're watching Lokmat Times. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Now let's get into the story. This entire controversy starts with a very simple but honestly shocking issue. A retired teacher not getting her pension. The petitioner in this case was a former employee from the Education Department of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Despite retiring and despite multiple follow-ups, she did not receive her pension and other retirement benefits as per the 7th Pay Commission. Think about that for a second. A person who has spent years working in public service has to go to court just to get her basic dues. And this is not an isolated case. There are reports that BMC has not fully implemented the 7th Pay Commission benefits for several employees, especially teachers. At a time when conversations around the 8th Pay Commission have already begun, some retirees are still stuck waiting for what was promised years ago. That's what triggered the Bombay High Court's anger. During the hearing, the judges raised a very uncomfortable question. How is it that senior officials continue to get their salaries, perks and benefits on time, but retired employees have to fight legal battles for their pensions? And this is where the court made something very clear. Pension is not charity, it is a legal right. You cannot deny it by saying we don't have funds. That argument simply doesn't stand in court. Now here is where things get more political. During the hearing, the court did not just stop at criticizing the BMC. It widened the scope and questioned the financial priorities of the Maharashtra government itself. The judges essentially said, if you claim you don't have money to pay pensions, then you need to rethink where your money is going. And that's when the Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana came into the picture. The court remarked that if funds are genuinely unavailable, then schemes like Ladki Bahin should be reconsidered or even stopped because statutory obligations like pensions must come first. Now this line has sparked a massive debate because let's be clear, the court is not saying welfare schemes are wrong. In fact, the same court has earlier upheld the legality of Ladki Bahin, saying that such schemes are valid under the constitution, especially under provisions that allow affirmative action for women. So what is really going on here? Here is the thing, this is not about ideology, this is about priorities. The court is basically asking, you have money for large-scale welfare announcements, but you don't have money to pay retired employees? That mismatch is what triggered this strong reaction. And honestly, this goes beyond just one scheme. It raises a bigger question about governance. Are governments today focusing more on headline schemes that bring political mileage while delaying less visible but legally binding payments like pensions, compensations and salaries? Because pensions don't trend on social media, but welfare schemes like Ladki Bahin do, and that is where the discomfort lies. Now what does this mean going forward? First, this order puts serious pressure on the BMC to fix its pension system because now it is not administrative delay, it has become a judicial issue. Second, this could open the floodgates. More retirees who are facing similar issues may now approach the court using the same argument that the government cannot hide behind lack of funds. And third, politically, this gives ammunition to the opposition. They have already been attacking schemes like Ladki Bahin as financially unsustainable. Now, with the High Court making such observations, that argument gets stronger. But again, the key point here is balance. The court is not rejecting welfare politics. It is saying you cannot run welfare politics at the cost of legal obligations. If you owe someone money by law, that payment comes first. Everything else comes later. And maybe that's why this remark has struck a chord. It is a reminder that governance is not just about announcements, it is about accountability. And right now, that accountability is being questioned. What do you think of this issue? Do you think schemes like Ladki Bahin should be scrapped? Do let us know in the comments below. Share this video if you like it and keep watching Lokmat Times for more such stories.